Hello, everyone. I'm Elise as Another Truth on YouTube. Get ready for another deeply personal video where I share what's going on. I recognize that my experience is valid and it's important to talk about them, even if they do come off as solipsistic. Whether you're new here or returning, I thank you and I'm glad you decided to join me today. Remember, you're free to stay or leave, no pressure to like or subscribe. The door is always open, and I value the importance of choice and consent in our interactions. Everyone deserves that right, regardless of their background or circumstances. Before we dive in, I want to give a content warning. I'll be discussing my mental health and some difficult decisions I'm facing. While I won't go into specifics or great detail, these topics can be hard for some to listen to endure, and not everybody likes the personal videos. So please prioritize your well being and safety. If you feel this might trigger you in any way, it's perfectly okay to skip this video. There are resources available in the description box if you need support. So let's get started. Recently, I have been navigating some of the toughest challenges of my later adult life. These revolve around my mental health, dealing with a personality disorder, undergoing assessments for ASD. But not only that, the personal changes in who I am and who I am becoming, and facing some realizations. Simultaneously, I've been pushing myself to engage in activities I've never attempted before. Good ones, productive ones. At times, the urge to retreat and avoid these situations feels overwhelming, but I'm determined to step out and embrace these opportunities for growth. I've also taken on volunteer work with a committee, as you know, which, while rewarding, has its complexities and can be frustrating at times for me personally. The good thing is that we will be getting formalized training, so I feel more confident about what I'm doing. And I appreciate the structure that comes with clear expectations. Knowing my responsibility helps me to thrive, make good decisions, and feel less excluded. Yet, in the times of transition, and that can be any transition, whether it's a transition with a committee, an organization, or a person, mixed messages can arise, making it difficult to navigate these roles within ourselves or community service efforts we perform. It's crucial to operate with transparency, especially when serving others and when we have to make important choices about ourselves. I feel incredibly fortunate to work alongside dedicated, compassionate individuals who are committed to our cause. However, differing opinions can lead to tension. I hope to strive to balance my responsibility with the respect the process deserves and manage my own emotions in it. This experience has been transformative for me. However, I often find myself wrestling with uncertainty, impatience, and receiving mixed signals or interpreting mixed signals. I've been told I possess leadership qualities, and while I'm still learning, I'm ready to take on that responsibility. Admittedly, it's easier for me to hide behind others, depend on others emotionally, and fall back into older patterns. But I'm stepping it up and stepping up. Embracing this role will helps me to grow, allowing me to support those I care about and holding myself accountable in the process. because that is part of this whole experience. Despite the fulfillment I find in this work, like I said, there are some challenges which have forced me to reconsider things. Because even as something that I love, if it's not working, it's not progressing in a manageable way, I have to step aside and out of it. It's not giving up. It's just knowing where my own boundaries lie. But I also don't want to give up, especially when the end game is equality for all. I'm also grappling with stress from an unrelated discrimination inquiry. I am still in the process of that, related to an educational institution in my community. The toll it has taken on my mental and physical health is significant, and I find myself feeling extremely overwhelmed at times, isolated, rejected, and worse. Sometimes I do experience those pockets or moments of happiness, but they're often overshadowed by the weight of my current challenges. I know I can't fight every battle or every battle at once, and maybe a battle really isn't a battle, but I'm focusing on the commitments that truly matter, especially those that benefit all of us. Recently, I participated in a volunteer event that reminded me of why I do this work. I received heartfelt thanks from a young person there and their mother, which moved me deeply. We all got this thank you as well. It was the first time someone expressed gratitude for my contributions outside of my own circle and committee, and it reinforced my love for what I do for this community and my dedication to making a difference, because what I'm doing is actually setting a good example. For too long, I felt stuck and frustrated with my own inaction. I would often just give up on things out of fear of rejection, because fearing rejection and being rejected in anything that represents exclusion is so painful. But I have to understand and put in perspective that people have been going through this a lot longer than me, under more difficult circumstances, because of what they look like, because of who they are. Although I've experienced my own, at the end of the day, my slice of the pie is bigger. So I have to come out of the shadows of my own trauma and past and do what I need to do so people feel empowered to help themselves when they face such exclusion and rejection. I am determined to channel all of this energy into productive endeavors, and I will do a lot better in being kinder to myself. I'm committed to following through on my responsibilities here while navigating the challenges that come with it. I'm excited about learning opportunities ahead, and there are plenty ahead, which means they are goals, there's something I can look forward to, and I know that we're moving in the right direction. And I'm excited about this, of how they can enhance my contributions, how I work with others, how I can be of support to others. Thank you so much for taking the time to engage with my content. Your participation is truly a gift, and I don't expect anything from you beyond what you choose to give, whether you're a listener of mine or you're somebody in my life. The idea of consent in our interactions is vital, and I want to emphasize there. Nobody owes me nothing. Wishing you all a wonderful week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you next time.